All right. Let's hope here that I didn't screw this up too bad. Just want to do a real quick checkaroonie. Every time, guys, every single time I have to check because I'm notorious for making a mess. All right. Nah, we're not early. I'm right on time. So I'm only early if you think that my time is a regular time, like I'm punctual or something, which certainly by this time that's just not the case. So I've been messing around with thumbnails, as you can see, and yes, as you can tell, I'm picking on Kai a little bit right now, and let's go over here, right there. I'm picking on Kai. That's my goal. And I'm just giving them some Texas ideas. Okay, so you know, Texas is all about, it's all about, cool stuff like oil and cows and the Alamo and all that stuff. We got to get him out of here. I got to flip this here. Hold on. I'm just flipping my, I'm just flipping my image over. I might have to flip it back. Let's see. There we go. Now I'm looking at the image there. Little reverse image. But yeah, I just thought that was really cool. I thought that was very, um, I don't know, creative. What can be more exciting than drones? You got now some of you guys, it'd be kind of old, it'd be kind of a little bit old, to the Newman farm doesn't have any longhorns, but it does have Angus and oil wells. Longhorns are overblown for sure. They're just show cows. They look good. Um, I actually worked on a longhorn ranch when I was going to college, not in Texas, but in Utah. I had a friend that his father, who owned a ranch, he had a little bit of money. He was kind of like a J.R. Ewing kind of guy. And his ranch actually had registered longhorns. So I got to, he drove them around and brought them up into the mountains, and it was kind of cool. They were really neat. They had a big bull called Troller. I don't know why I remember that name, but it freaking had just a massive rack of horns. It was true Texas Longhorn. So, but yeah, you got J.R. Ewing there. That's old school freaking Texas for you. He's probably from. Some people know him from Florida because he played an astronaut in the TV series I Dream of Jeannie. And now we have this gentleman here who's now in the new the Landman series. Um, so it's a lot of fun. I just thought that you bring that in, Kai. You don't just because you're from San Antonio, you don't you can. Hey, you're okay. There's nobody's late. Okay, there's no lateness. This is a developing stream. Okay, we moved from point zero to point 20, maybe. I don't know if we can get. Hey, we get 16 last time. I didn't put a goal up this time. Let me see if I can throw up another goal here. Um, let's see. We still give away a go-go bird. Let's see. I got a go-go bird for so we'll put that up there and see if that works. Guys, don't feel any pressure, man. Um, but really, actually, what I should do is we should put up a question. Um, should now we're gonna abide by this. Should Let's see. Let's do this channel. Should Lone Star UAV um modify, let's just say it that way, modify his thumbnail. All right. So that'll be our question. We'll start the poll. Oops, I hope I spelt that. I probably spelled something wrong. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it should. Yeah, so there it is. Now, this is just ideas. I mean, obviously he's not West Texas. This is West Texas here. This is Midland. Um, but I bet he's got some Longhorns somewhere around. I think San Antonio has Longhorns. But yeah, we just thought we'd do a little bit of pick on Kai Day, just a little bit, have a little bit of fun here. The other thing I want to do is I want to get our chat going. So that's the other thing I'd like to get in action here. So bear with me. Now, usually what you have to do is I have to wait for this to play out. Yeah, I have to get the stream. Oh, there we go. Whoops. There we go. Get the stream. Let's open up another one. Let's see here. Get that. And then we got to open that up. Let's see. Pop out chat. We got to get the chat. We got to get the chat URL there. Copy. And then we have to go to our chat online and we have to go to properties. It's quite a process. Um, I don't know. I probably could check it out. I don't know if OBS now OBS has its own built-in chat, but there's no way to move the chat on the screen, at least not that I know of yet. So I don't know why you couldn't, or you could. I don't know. I haven't been watching any tutorials lately, so we should hopefully start seeing a thumbnail. There we go. There you guys are. Thought that would be kind of fun to do that. Now I could move over. See, that'd be nice where I need a new camera where we can move me around. But yeah, running a stream, when you get the more gadgets you start moving, CPU's not working too hard. The more gadgets you start adding, the more problems. Let's see here. Let's start reading here. How about a picture of a thumb for a thumbnail? We could do that. Nah, that's cheesy. When you start I'm cheesy, but I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be like over the top cheesy. So I'm. Kai is moving his. He's in the middle of moving his set, his office, and on Tuesday, I'm hoping we all get a. Well, I'm moving that way. I probably want to move myself this way. I just leave it right there. If I move the camera, it changes the lighting. So I'm a little pale in the lighting, which guys, I'm not looking to become beautified here. There's that. That's okay. Right there. There's the 90. That's better. There we go. I think that's better. If I go 90 out, then I can move this a little. Oop, I don't want to move that. I want to move the chat over and then drag it a little bit wider. But like I said, it takes some dancing around. You got to kind of some little dancing and finagling. It's just kind of nice to see the chat. So put it up there. I wish what I would love to do is actually put it behind me, but that's too much. In that case, I'd have to have an overlay, and then it's not worth it. The other place I could put it would be over there, but that's that area is got if you noticed, I moved my aircraft around there. And I finally brought in, I've got the big three up there. Okay. The big three aircraft. There's only three aircraft right now that are worth a okay. You've got the Neo, which is the most popular DJI drone ever. I think ever. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see that. I'd like to see the mini data. The mini one, because that one, I think everybody in the world owned one. And then of course we got the Flip. I haven't forgot the Flip. I have not flown the Flip the last time. I have only flown the DJI Air. Okay. I've only flown the DJI Air right there. I've only flown it one time. So I've flown it more than once, but I've only put it one video up. So there it is right there, dominating the flip. That just and the reason why I did this is I wanted you to see the size difference. That actually the Air is actually very comparable size wise. You know, the flip is bigger than a lot of people think. Um, this is a Ken Heron right there. When you have one drone humping the other, that would be a Ken Heron thumbnail. But yep, there it is. Um, and and they're both fun to fly. One of them is much cheaper. So let's see. Peter, thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it. I love this that I've been updating my stream elements. Stream Elements does have a feature where you can like buy me a coffee. So if you so choose to, I every once in a while if somebody will flick a penny at me, which is always nice. Believe me, most of what happens on this channel happens with ad revenue. So, and it doesn't happen here. The live streams are nothing compared to what happens with videos. So it's all videos. So that's where most of it comes from. But every penny counts. I'm actually playing around with the idea of more short form, but it's going to cost money. It's not free. About $15 a month to get a short form program which will help you make them because short form is not an art. It really isn't. It's trash. It's trash mail. And people, it's just quick. People just can go through it quicker. It's kind of like going through ads that somebody throws in your mailbox, and then it gives you a possibly a channel or an idea that you like. So, but it makes very little if no money. The revenue from short form video is so just absolutely not. I mean, if I bought an application and I did short form videos for every single video I did, just kept making them, it wouldn't pay the monthly fee of what it would cost me to have the service. So, but AI is generating most everybody's short form video. So, so anyway, welcome guys. It is Friday. It is Friday. Fantastic Friday. And hopefully Kai will see my bait for him. I set some bait out for Kai. And if you have not been to the stream and you are just dropping in, that's not it, but there's his bait. That's bait for Kai right there. Um, threw that together. Didn't take very long. You can tell. Got the moving parts right there. We got the moving J.R. Hewing. We got the switch of the drone, and then we got Mr. Landman coming up there. That's pretty cool. And we've got the Longhorn that changes colors with the Texas sign. So you can't tell me that isn't really creative. It's almost impossible to not have creativity with this specific program. It's too much fun, actually. Can I go full screen? Let's see. Nah, it's hard because you got to mess around a lot. But yep, there it is. Um, but hopefully everybody's having a great week. Um, and you are excited hopefully about the Air 3S, because if you have a question about the Air 3S or the Flip, you have a flipping question. If you've got an Air 3S question, if you have a Neo question, the Neo, every time I fly it, it just surprises me. Something happens. Somebody did something to the software because I remember the first time I flew the Neo and I was like, this is trash. And then I flew it again, and then there was a software update, and then I flew it again, and the field of view widened, and then the video somehow became more pleasant. So, and I can't tell you where all that, you know, where that happened. I don't know what they did. So, but if you are on here and you have a question, only 67%. Okay. Guys, if you don't think Kai should do some kind of change. Now, not too long ago, I'd say about a month ago, maybe not that long ago, Kai sent me a message and somebody was stole his Alamo thumbnail. They literally did. They literally started I can't remember what the name of the channel was. And he could if anybody has it, if anybody has a link, and maybe if Kai gets on and he has a link, somebody ripped off the Taco Tuesday, Tech Tuesday thumbnail, and yeah, he was kind of miffed about it. So I want to give him some ideas about how to be way more creative than that guy that's stealing his crap, because people have zero creativity. Um, some people just do not have a creative bone in their body. Um, I wonder if I can put the share screen on a I could. I'm not going to do that. I'm already building these segments pretty big. I'm going to have to start taking things out. When you build an OBS profile, you keep adding to it, and as you add to it, it gets more and more complicated. And as it gets more and more complicated, it takes more CPU power. But looks like the HP Pavilion or the Ryzen 7 is knocking it out. So AMD graphics, I'm a little disappointed in the Radeon graphics processor. I do wish I had a NVIDIA card because OBS works really good with NVIDIA. So, oh, and with Apple, by the way, if I hooked a Mac to this thing, frickin', it would be just kicking butt. But my Mac does not have the video processor, the expandable memory that this one does. This one has, I think, like 24 megabytes of VRAM. So, but yeah, I can't. It's kind of like you get a workhorse that's working really good, and it's hard to, it's hard to kick it out. It's hard to. But but yeah, well, so let's I guess what we can do a little bit while I think everything's good. I just want to double check again to make sure everything's good today. I've got ads moving over. I'm just double checking my sound. That's good there. All right. Yeah, so everything's working good. All right. So, um, all right. So what I want to do really quick is just give you guys a little close up of the Air 3S, and then maybe look a little bit, just some of that. That I think that would be helpful. I think you guys have seen the Neo. Actually, no, maybe we do need to look at the Neo. Do I have it around here? I think I do. This is why I think. Okay, I got some hate mail. You know what? Let's get right to the hate mail. Oh, and man, I got to get out in the sun. But the hate mail had to do with the here. Let me turn this thing. I'm maximizing my here. I shut this one off here. All right, here we don't need all those extra things going. The hate mail had to do with the props that I put on the Neo. So let's go look at that. I'll be right back. Just give me a second. I'm not wearing my mic, so I've got to work with the Rode mic, but I do like the DJI mic better. It's just this one, I don't have to hook up and I don't have to take it apart and all that. So let's go to let's get to the Neo here. Let's get right down to it. The question has been prop noise, okay, or prop sound and improved, prop performance, okay, any of that stuff, okay. And everybody's like putting up dB meters and all that crap, guys. It is not necessary to put up a decibel meter to measure the prop sound for this because it's loud. Okay. I don't need to make a video with a dB meter, and I'm taking these off because guys, I don't know why everybody worries about that, but this is weights. Okay. Didn't I show you that one time? Didn't I didn't I show you that? How important that is? Guys, when you have a small aircraft like the DJI Neo, and you take something like, let me go ahead and let's drop this down here. Okay. And you take here about, what's we got there? Almost 18 grams of weight, and you throw it on there, it freaking matters. Okay. It matters. So when you take that 18 grams off and you change your prop design, it's going to change the bird's flight performance. And one of the things that I noticed is that I felt like I got um, a little bit better. It had nothing to do with like punch or anything because it does 2S. Okay. But I felt like I was getting a little bit better power conservation. Okay. There's no science in that. It's just basically what I felt like by flying there. I remember the first time I flew and I had the regular DJI props on it, and I um I felt like my time at 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 range, okay, was reduced. I really do. And that's just, there's no science behind it. Remember, I'm not doing any science here, but yeah. But okay, so the other question was, somebody said, okay, I bought the gem fan props and I put screws on, and they asked me about Loctite, over and over and over again, all those questions. Okay. First of all, these props work fine. Second of all, make sure you line them up when you put them on. I think Captain Drone, I was curious at his decibel test that he did with the, with the Master Air Screw props. With the Master Air Screw double price props, I just call them that. I would just buy these. I really, right now, there's no reason to buy the other ones. These are $8. They come with the screws. They come with the screwdriver. You can switch them over. No Loctite. Just just crank them down a little bit. Okay. Okay. So instead of Loctite, now, do you see the screw there? How it's set into the plastic here. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. And there's something I want to talk about really quick. Okay. So let's get this humping Air 3 off of here, and let's get right down to the brass tacks here. Let me get down on the 930 here. Okay, let's see if I'm gonna see if I can focus up. I think I should be able to focus it. Can I focus at this that I probably can't. So I'm gonna have to hold it right there. Okay, so this is something for the Loctite people. Okay, the Loctite people. All right. Okay, you notice that the screw is inset into the drone. Okay, that it's set here. Let me see if I can go. Ah, this is kind of interesting. I do have an arm that's free over here. I wonder if I can use this little. Let's see here. Let me go. I actually have an idea, but I can't do it right now. Um. Anyway, okay. So, question is all right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna hold it the right direction. All right, you see how the screws are inset. All right, I've got the ability to do this. I don't have. There we go. There you go. Almost. Oh, it was almost like perfect, right there. You see that they're set into the plastic. That works like Loctite, guys. Okay, so by turning those screws into the plastic, it grabs onto the head of the screw and it will keep it from turning out. So you don't need Loctite. You got it? You don't need Loctite on these. All you need to do is get them down, seat the tops of the heads of those screws so they get into the plastic and they grab. All right, that's it. That's all you need to do. You don't need to put any like Loctite on the tip, and then that screw is never coming out of there until I get a screwdriver and twist it out. All right. So, yeah. Anyway, it's an insert T mount. There you go. That's a good area. I'm just telling you, a lot of people have been giving me tons of crap and say, I just went from one problem to the next. Changing out props on this is so negligibly it's negligibly it neg it negligibly anyway. It doesn't change it much. There you go, right there. There's negligible change, but it's enough. There is a change. The sound is definitely different. It's just not quieter. Okay, guys, it's not quieter. It's not going to get quieter. It's running at a certain RPM, but it's going to change its pitch. Okay, so that's really what you're trying to do. Is we're doing a pitch change at best. So, and for a lot of us, that's actually something it's helpful because it doesn't, there's certain pitches that are more annoying. It's like listening to um, different kids, screaming, and your kid always sounds worse than another kid when he's screaming. I don't know. Trying to think of an idea, but so very negligible pitch change, but I do like the sound of these better, and the price is good. It's a really good price. So I'm that's where it gets to. And in Master Air Screw, for double the price, are you getting a better crop or so I don't know yet. So what I did, guys, because you guys love me so much, is I did buy some. So I've got some Master Air Screw props coming for these. I'm going to replace them, and the ones that win are going to stay on the Neo. All right, and I actually don't want to take these off because they've been working amazing. They've just been really good. Okay, remember 14 grams less. All right, and yeah, you're going to get better performance for distance. That's why I took these off. Now, for flying in the park, I just put them back on because it just gives me you get a little more reckless in a park. And then when I know I'm going to do some aerobatics, I definitely, if I'm going to flip or if I'm going to try to do rolls and things like that, I will put those on because it just gives you a little bit more, just a little more durability. So. Did you see the Master Air Screw Neo props? Yes, I did. Wild captures, and I've got some coming, and I will give you my opinion on them. Yes, I did. So, yeah, thank you very much. Another CG. Um, the insert T mount comment was right on the money. Okay, the insert and it acts like an insert T mount. It does. Right. When I change my camera back to main screen, I'm gonna flip. Yep. No, I didn't flip. I'm back right. I like this. All right. Okay. I thought my screen was going to flip, but it didn't. That's interesting. Uh, hey, back RDFTV. How you doing? I am still going to buy an '04 Lite frame. Guys, I haven't abandoned FPV because I'm now playing around with a bunch of humping birds. Okay. You guys know that I have to fly this. I have to test this. This is the creme de la creme of GPS birds. Okay, it's as good as advertised. Um, I did not buy any. Actually, the ND filters for this are really reasonable. Manufacturers put out so many ND filters, and there's no drones, so there's nobody buying them. Hey, what's up, Nunez? That's about time he freaking shows up, the non-blue boy. Are you back from your vacation yet? Let us know. Yeah, he's been he I think the Dominican Republic is where he ends up going. I think it's the Dominican Republic. Got a great spot that he chills at there. I just never. Let's see here. Anyway, I'm playing around. I stop playing around with the camera. Stop that, guys. I got a little OCD going on there. So, um, but you get my point with that. Is that prop differences on these are just so slight, but the pitches are different. So it's like a screaming. I told you, it's like a screaming kid or a sound that annoys you. If you can change that sound, it's worthwhile. Okay, so you can change that sound. That's let me just put him here as a standard moderator. All righty, Eddie. It's nice. I'm glad you dropped in, man. Eddie has actually been. I noticed you've been doing. You've got the CY, the DYU C9. I got that same bike, and I'm actually going to do some more. I'm going to do another review on the. I got one more review to do. I usually do two reviews for a bike, and I really like that bike. That is a nice little freaking just town pick up groceries little bike. It's very, very good. Very nice. I thought it rides nice. It's quiet. It's got quiet tires. Um, and I've got all the doodads I'm going to hang on, and I'm going to put all the baskets on it and all that, and then I'm going to sell it. But it's a great bike. Back in New York, or back to New York tomorrow. Hey, well, I'm glad you had a great vacation, man. Oh, you have that bike there. Cool. So you're probably renting it, right? You're probably is that one that you own that you have there at your place, or is it one that you? It's I know I'm getting a little personal. I'm just curious if it's yours that you got your hands on it for whatever reason. But just curious. It's mostly curiosity. It's not a. I'm not crying, but I'm not prying, Eddie. All right, not crying. But you want to talk about it anyway. You know you do. But oh, cool. Like that. That's a great idea. So you shipped it there and you keep it. That's a great idea. That's a nice place to be able to chill at, to be able to jump on an airplane, fly to the Dominican Republic. It's got to be just, you probably speak. My guess is you speak fluent Spanish, my guess. That's my guess. I'm not, like I said, not being nosy. And it's a nice place. I have not been to the Dominican Republic. My family was there. I had to stay back for a certain reason. I can't remember why I missed that trip. Our family goes on lots of big trips like that, and I didn't go on that one, and I missed it. So they only had half the fun. Believe me, if I was with the fun level, the fun level goes up to from here to like way up there because I'll bring cameras and all kinds of crap. I would bring a drone. I'd bring all kinds of stuff there. So, hey, that's a great idea. That's a you know, I mean, buy something online, have it shipped to your place, then you can put it together there, do a quick little review. It's getting gentrified. Yeah, it gets getting expensive, and that's the other problem. Oh, that's the other one. By the way, what aircraft do you have down there? Coffee shops, restaurants, all English. Yeah. Um, what aircraft were you flying down there? What FPV? I could see you had an FPV that you fly there. That's probably a fun thing to have there. Because when you're flying the coastline, gosh, that would be a blast to get down and I could buzz the rocks and stuff. If I would have, that'd be a great place to fly 5 inch. It's windy, so you have to have heavy craft. You can't. Oh, you got sweet. The Avata too. Yeah, you have to have weight. A lot of people don't understand that weight is important, especially when you're flying in anything that's got any windy conditions. I like sustained winds. So if you get a nice sustained wind, I use that wind to float. So what I'll do is I'll fly with the wind to do some dives, and then when I come back up, I float in that wind, and I get real high. I use the wind currents to raise the drone up. Kind of it adds that you get that air pocket underneath the drone as it comes up, and then you can dive back down in it. I do that with the rocks around here. I'll fly on these, where these air pockets are basically coming up the sides of these ridge lines, and you can get under there, and the wind kind of brings you up, and it's fun. So, but yeah, it's just a weight thing. But the Air 3 is great. I'm excited to get the Air 3S out. The difference between the Air 3S and the Air 3 is definitely in the main camera. As far as the 70 mil camera, I'm kind of disappointed because I think it needs the same camera. It needs the 1 inch in the 70 millimeter and the telephoto or the wide angle. Sorry, it's not a telephoto, it's a wide angle and the 70 millimeter wide. It needs that other camera because the 1 inch is so much better than the 1/1.3 camera. It's just better, and then you can really see the difference. That was my biggest problem when I was flying the Mavic 3 when it first came out. The telephoto camera was so substandard, and then you have this micro four thirds camera. It's kind of like having a mic. You got this really great you got a Sony freaking full frame camera there, and then you start shooting with an Instamatic. It's so uh yes, it's hard to travel. Eddie, I've traveled with all of my drones. It's way easier to travel with a package drone like this in a small case. You throw it because you have to carry it on the plane. And this thing I wouldn't miss if I'm going on some trips coming up. I've got a bunch of trips lined up. This thing can come on every trip. It's just like carrying a little camera. It's in and people look at it as a toy and so anyway, appreciate your comments. That's very helpful. It's very helpful information for people traveling. I used to be afraid of traveling with a drone. Now I'm kind of a traveling drone. I was always afraid it would take you through the airport and get just you have to get over that you just have to know that the FAA and then the country that you're going to. The other thing would be just getting some local knowledge. I would take more of a toy drone on some of my earlier trips, like an air, like a mini one or no, like a mini two or a mini three, where if you ever had to lose it, it wouldn't be that big of a burden. But definitely the big bird's what you want to take. I mean, if I was going to Hawaii, I'd take this thing. If I was going to an island somewhere where I needed to get lots of beautiful blues, and so this one here, it's special use. Um, this one will do a lot of stuff, but if you're doing coastal flying, this thing's going to really be susceptible to wind. You just have to know how to fly it. You just have to fly it. That's why I really want more manual control for this one because I could get more angle on my angles of attack. Okay, I could get dives and I just don't know if this camera here has been designed for that. I'm guessing that they're going to give it some manual type control, but I might be wrong. But this thing would be a lot of fun to fly in manual too. Just probably more. This would be more Avata 2 like. So, all right, man. Mexico is the worst place to travel with a drone. Everybody wants to freaking put you in jail and they want to take it and then they want to freaking take it and then say you can have it back for $100. I don't even like going to Mexico anymore. I was I got stopped on the at the border one time when I was driving home out of we went down, we were in Nogales picking up stuff. We used to own a big garden center. So we used to buy a lot of stuff in Nogales, Texas, or yeah, Nogales. And it's Arizona. Why did I say Texas? Because I got Texas on my mind. This is why I said Texas because my thumbnail. Anyways, yeah, I got stopped by Border Patrol coming back, and I had a loaded down car. I mean, freaking loaded with stuff, just tons of things. Probably 600 pounds in a Suburban, completely packed. And of course, they went through every ounce of that. So airport will tax you on their declared value. Wow. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's sorry. It's just a headache that nobody wants, and I wouldn't want to give that headache to my family. That'd be the big thing. Having that, so good. That's good to know. But yeah, it was coming back. I mean, coming, and that was like 2000, around 2000, right after 9/11, like 2002, 2000, 2003, somewhere around there. 9/11 had happened, and our border patrol got really like tight, but everything was fine. I mean, they just, they just said, don't be stupid or we'll freaking tear your car apart to little pieces trying to find stuff. I'm like, dude, I'm not a drug dealer. I'm declaring myself not a drug dealer. I am a, I am a merchant. I am a merchant that is trying to get by with less costs. But I still have some of that stuff that I freaking. So I always tell people that I got stopped with for pot for having too much pot coming across the border. I had like 30 or 40 pots, real pots. I used to love just going to the local shops, and I go down there for lunch and eat. And what you do is you just buy it at the border store, and that's what I ended up doing. Instead of going into Mexico, I just went to the border, bought it at the border store, and you just wipe your hands of the whole entire going to Mexico thing. You can everything that you can get in Mexico, you can get outside of Mexico, with the exception of prescription medication. So it's funny stuff. Cool, Eddie. I really appreciate it. You liven things up. Um, but yeah, it's this is the last couple of months have been just pretty busy. So I've got, like I said, I've got the bike reviews going on. I've got bikes that I got to get rid of. I got like four bikes in my garage right now. So and drones that I'm trying to move through, and it's really been fun. I mean, it's not like I can't find a project. And what's cool about the bikes is I can, like for example, this weekend I'm going to probably do some shots with this for my last bike review and just throw it in front of me, do a little bit of driving, Either this one or I was thinking maybe that would be a great way to just kind of do a little, um, a little bit of Air 3S, wizardry, put it down, get it to about, I don't know, get it about 10, 15 feet off the ground and then put it in a circle follow, dynamic follow. That would be really good too. I'd get great shots for the bike. And a lot of bike companies, they'll ask you that. They'll say, "Hey, do you have a drone? We want drone shots." I'm like, dude, man, I like money. Give me some money. I like cash, man. I'll do all the drone shots you want, man. Give me some freaking money, and I'll freaking do some drone shots for you. But actually, yeah. Anyway, so that's all good. All right. But great conversations with Eddie, the great Eddie Nunez. If you don't know, go check him out, man. He's got a great channel, and throw your channel link on there too, Eddie. Throw any links that you want on there. You're welcome to do that. There's no restrictions. And if you have not subscribed to the great Eddie Nuyets from New York, New York, um, please do. Oh yeah. Oh, I know what I'm. Okay, this is what. Yeah, Eddie, I love bikes. To me, I get just much as much fun off a bike review, and they're easy for me. I love bikes too. I've been doing. I did a couple of scooter videos. Scooters are harder to get and they're harder to get rid of. Um, the problem with the scooters is they're expensive on the top end and they're hard to sell because there's so many of them. So to make money, you have to be able to get rid of it. And I literally have to give them away for free. It's like I actually donated one um, at my work for an event. And then, this one I have one that I've had on since last year, but I really like to ride it. And people want to give me like $200 for it. They're like, I got $200 cash. And I'm like, dude, if you want to come here and get anything, it's going to be cash. But anyway, yeah, I enjoy it. A lot of fun. And of course, it goes great with the drone thing. So great with the drones. There's no question about the love of drones and bikes. Okay. It's kind of like boats and hose. All right. So nobody wants me to. I was asking if we could, get um, Pi to change his thumbnail. He's got the Alamo, and I'm like, look at this. We can put a Texas Longhorn that on the front of the Alamo. Maybe how about Billy Bob Thornton on there, man? He's not even Texas, but he looks Texas. Okay. I just thought it'd be kind of fun. I'm trying to get him to change his thumbnail. Have some fun with it. Oh man, I'm giving him some gifts so he can gift these out. What's cool about Adobe Express is in the add-ons. So if you go to the add-ons, it's behind my picture right now. But there is let me show you. You'll see it on the right in a second here. They've got a feature where you can make, and I've done this a couple of times, that you can make GIFs built right into this. Let's see if I can find the GIF. I thought it was at the top. GIF generator. There we go. Anyway, it's on the right there. So you can basically import this. If you import your page, um, it'll create a GIF for you. So you can have a moving like icon or something like that. But it's kind of fun. But there's all these new features that they have with this program. The one thing I wish they would do is put an AI. I really don't want to make. I really dislike making shorts. These guys give me an add-on feature that'll do shorts. I'll pay for it by the credit so I can make shorts. I really hate that. There we go. But anyway, it's not said. This is not. I'd have to. Yeah, it's. I have to do some different settings. I'd have to make my width is. I'd have to go to like 300 maybe. I don't know. I think it's 400 by 300. Anyway, so you see how it creates this GIF. You need to have square. GIFs are usually more square, but this is kind of a fun little add-on. And then you can adjust it and stuff, and it gives you that cute little moving icon you can throw on your work. But yeah, you gotta use tech. Technology makes everything so much easier. If you're doing things without tech, you're not going to be able to make cool stuff. You can't make this AI generated stuff. So some of it's AI, and these are different layers, like this cow's AI. This obviously this isn't, but this is a grab. So anyway, that's that's fun. That's called fun, guys. It's a lot of fun. All right, next thing. This is probably where I'm going to end. We're at the last 10 minutes of the stream. I want to pop over to, oh man, let's put the chat online there. We can put chat on here. There we go. There's the chat overlay. Um, I should make the moderators yellow. I think it shows up better. They show up as blue, but anyway. Okay. Um, so if I go to this now, one of the hottest items right now, okay, one of the hottest items is the Potensic Atom 2. Okay, Potensic Atom 2. There it is right there. This is a side by side. This is a side by side of the Potensic Atom and the Potensic Atom 2. And if you this is a case of, if I look at the Potensic Atom video, okay, and then I look at the Atom 2 video with 8K and 4K, the 4K image is more pleasing to my eyes. The sky looks natural. You see how you get grays and whites? And this one has got that translucent blue. That is so unnatural. This is a case of what I call vivid. It's a vivid, when you had these vivid images. And I don't know if this can be corrected, but I use this side by side. This is coming from Dan's Tube. I have no idea his channel. I don't know anything about him. Oh boy, now we got to look at a commercial. I'll be back here once this freaking commercial. I'm not giving anybody free freaking. I'm not giving anybody my. I'm not, especially Dan. I'm not giving away his freaking. Let's see. Let's look at another image. Okay. Now this one, you got to look at more than one image to really get a case. Here's another example. Once again, you see the sky, how it is unnaturally vivid. Now the stuff on the ground, the greens seem okay. You got the greens, the ground effect is good, but the sky needs to be natural. And some of these cheaper sensors and these companies that don't have good color science, when they do this, you have to it's kind of like you have to pay for one side or the other. You can't get both, you know? Yeah. Responding to Eddie, yes, Adobe Express just got a lot of things that's fun. There's other programs like Canva that people like. My daughter uses Canva and she's really good at it. There's yeah, but I got Adobe Express is just part of my suite that I use. But yeah, you see that? So I like when other creators do my work for me. And it doesn't mean I'm not interested in flying this, but I'm less interested now. Very much less interested. When I bought the original SE version of the Potensic Atom, and it was a great surprise, I got that nice, that more natural sky. And I don't know what they did to this image sensor that they put in there. They obviously think they upgraded it. But in my view, they lost the sky to improve the ground. And the ground is vivid and green. Now the sky is vivid and unnatural. So I like to scrub the videos, scrub to look at different, different. Let's see. This is Dan again, but check his video out. I'll put his here. I'll put the link up to his channel. I don't want to. I'm not trying to steal his thunder. Absolutely not. I'm an equal opportunity here. Let's get this. Let's copy this. Let's copy this video URL so you can check it out. Um, there you go. That's Dan's Tube here. I don't know this guy. There's a lot of YouTubers that went into drones. I have no clue who these people are. I tried. There we go. Okay. Once again, now here is the image coming through at 1080p into the app. I actually like this better. Look at the sky now. You got real grays, you got natural blues, and you've got what grass really looks like. And it's not perfect. It's got there's a little scalping in it, a little brown. But let's see when this one goes to. Does he even have that? Yeah, he doesn't have that. He's got a picture of himself, and he's all blurry. Let's see here. He's doing control. I'm looking at his images that he's pulling out of. I know he's using these for showing features. Here, and who you don't know how much is actually stuff he did. I'm guessing it's good. I'm not. That's his. That's I don't know if it's a Pocket 3 camera shot there. Here's another image. See how vivid that is. That's just way over saturated, more oversaturated. Just it's just too much. People, when they build these, when they get these drone, here's another city scene. We got some clouds. Once again, you see that blue in the sky? And I already showed you the one I liked. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to that original. See if I can find it again. His original comparison shot with the Atom and the Atom 2 and the change in the color profile. Right there. Right there. Here's the sky again. So Potensic Atom, look at the sky, look at the ground, and then look at the Atom 2. Once again, just anyway, I just wanted to I found that, and I'm trying to decide whether I need to do this project. And it's not an expensive project. Um, but I need that level of drone going through my channel because you need to have expensive, you need to have FPV, you should have ones that are less expensive. For example, I've got one that's coming uh that I've not finished yet. I'll finish it this weekend. It's almost finished. It's actually in the can. I just got to get a couple more shots for it. But that one is a toy. It's a Holy Stone. And it has um it 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 it's something that needs to go through my channel.
Have your phone for a sec.
Log into her. Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Right, but anyway, that's kind of my 2 cents on that one. And my 2 cents is valuable, I think, especially with that, because like I'm saying, the older image is just much better. The 4K image is much more, and then you think at 8K, I would get more, more pixels, less, I'd get more. Okay, when you look at what pixels do, they should give you separation within the color in the color range, and you're not seeing that in those clouds. And it could be the way the camera's set up that day. So we have to look at more video. I usually don't just say, okay, Dan's is the only one to look at. But it's the one that I found recently, and I kept it. I just threw it up there, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to use this as an example about what I like and what I don't like. And this company is now on its a third version of that drone, and they spent more money on this camera sensor. By the way, that half-inch sensor is the same sensor that's in uh, it's in the so I had to help my wife out a little bit there. She has to go. She wants to look at my girlfriend's texts. Okay. So yeah. So anyway, it doesn't mean that you don't want to get it. This is a half-inch sensor. It should be better. It's probably quad bear. I believe it's the same one that the Fimi Mini 3 has in it. The Fimi came out with its Mini 3. I flew it. You saw some. I don't know. Let's see. Here, let me see if I'm gonna end the stream here in a minute. But I just want to I'll look at that really quick, and I want to give you an idea of what the half-inch sensor looks like. And then we'll end it. But I appreciate his footage, for, and obviously, guys, just because it's going through a filter does not change the nature of it, what it looks like when it's going through into YouTube. It does not. A good image when it goes through YouTube will be a good image still, even when it goes through the filter. A good image is a good image. Period. You guys know that. You've seen it on TV, right? Most of that's 1080p. So let's go into, I just want to look at my channel very quickly. Of course, this is my channel. But I want to just look at, let me see if I can find the Femi Mini footage that I had. I just want to look at it again before I beat it up anymore. Let's see. There it is. There it is. That wasn't too hard. And now this is actually oh, I wish my lighting would have been better, but I think this will be okay. I'll look at both. Ooh, that's terrible. I get the worst. Ooh, yeah. The same stuff. This is the same sensor, guys. I kid you not. This is the same image sensor. But this is Femi Mini 3 images. It's the same. I'm almost sure it's the exact same. Well, that's not the Femi Mini 3. That's actually my Pocket 3 image. Let's make sure we've got yeah. I want to see if I got some image. That was a day. I only have two videos. I did two and I'm like, that's enough. I've had enough. I did two videos and I'm like, I've had enough. These guys had their chance. I don't, yeah, let's go out of here. Let's shut that one off. Um, let's go back. Let's go back. There's two of them there. There it is. Okay, this one could be helpful. This was the yes, I think this is the we got Sky here. We do have Sky. And then we'll cut it short here. Okay, so okay, this is me flying there. There's real clouds there. Okay. So here's a compilation right here. All right. Now you see that there is actually now that's good cloud separation and decent footage, but you see how the ground is not natural. So the way they've got this color science is the blues and the grays are really good, but down below here you see the overexposure on the side of the hill there. That there's no definition in that. It's not, guys. It's not terrible. I know I'm picking on a toy. Okay. Let's look at this image here. This is the other direction. Now this is better. This is actually better. Check that out. This is the Femi Mini. That's a proper exposure. Okay, that's a proper exposure, but you still see now, watch. The ground is properly exposed, the sky is blown out. It's kind of like it can't do both, you know? And that's what's happening with the Potensic Atom 2. Now, that's a very pleasant image. Okay, I would not be unhappy with that. That'd be like what you got with your DJI Spark. Okay, all right. You guys getting my point? Okay. And then you got the out of focus. There is. I'm not. I think that there is some out of focus in there. I do. I would probably agree with that because I'm looking at this in high resolution on a really expensive monitor. And here, let's move it. Let's change it to. Let's move it to. Let's add. Now it's in. This is 4K. And I'm giving it a chance. Okay. All right. Let's look at it there. Here, let me get it smaller again. Let's get it moving in 4K. Yeah, I would probably agree with you that it is not in focus. And that could be okay, it might be a focus issue, but it also might be the plastic that's covering the lens guard. It's like you almost got to pry off that lens guard so the sensor can have it almost seems like that is the problem. And I think it's just cheap. If you don't use real glass, you will get that because plastic and light and glass are different. It's kind of like when you have a good ND filter and a crappy ND filter, you know? So yeah, I sent my Femi to someone else. I mean, I probably should have sent it back. Um, but yeah, it is out of focus, but the color science is better. But once again, sky blown out, ground is good. Opposite is true. It's the same sensor. It is. And I almost guarantee that it's the same source of the same equipment. It's the same thing. It's coming from the same factory in China, guys. I'm just there. You buy a Potenzic Atom 2 or a Fimi Mini 3, you're paying for the same thing. Different body. You're getting a really good controller, though. I think that controller looks great. I think by taking off the double, the two antennas and putting a patch antenna on there, good move. Good move. It's different. So, and people like different. All right. Um, I got beat up a lot about some of these, and am I being too? Yeah, that is really blurry, by the way. It is very blurry. You want us? Hey, let's do this before we leave. Okay, it's past my bedtime. Okay, not my bedtime. You know what I'm talking about. It's past my stream time here. So I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna go to. We're gonna go to the latest and greatest. Okay, we're gonna go here, and we're gonna put up. Not that. That's not it. Okay. That I got fooled into my own thumbnail. Let's go here. And yes, we are going to put it up against a real drone. All right. What sky and ground is supposed to look like with a real, there we go. Right there. Bam. That's that's good money right there spent. And that is not blurry. I've seen that on a 4K television. That is Air 3S main camera footage. We've got balance in the sky. We've got that fluffy line between the blues and the clouds. And we've even got gray mixed in there. It's telling you, man, this thing freaking just rocks. Look at that. Gosh almighty, that thing's got a great camera. There we go. Look at that freaking picture. Look at that image. Holy crap. I think that's 70 mil too. That's the 70 mil. That's not the main camera. That's the 1/1.3 inch image. And then I'll go back here to the, I'm trying to get the, oh, this is what I did with my channel. Remember I did my channel intro? There's the channel intro. Look at that. Look at the streaks and the separation and the different colors of the rocks. I mean, it just kills it. And if this was a Mavic 3 Pro, woo, Katie bar the door, micro four thirds shot. I do have images of this. By the way, the one that I'd use for my channel, that's a micro four thirds shot. Guys, you can't buy quality if you pay for crap. Okay? You're not going to take quality if you pay for crap. It's not going to happen. And I keep telling people that everybody that gets on my channel and they want information, they want to learn something, and they want to, there we go. We got the American flag on there, and on this shot here. Let me get. There we go. Look at that. Look at that shot. Look at the detail in the background of the mesa up there. You can get the detail in the background. And now this rock up here, it's probably because of the movement. And it's not a still frame, so it does have a little bit. You can't see the texture as much. So that's better right there. That you see now, you can really see the rock texture. Remember, this camera is designed to be has a certain focal length and depth. It actually anything is going to look better from further away. Because of it, the focal length. Okay, it's not; these aren't made for close-up shots. This isn't for, shooting, up. It's for these distances. So, let's see if I go over here. There's another angle. That's 70 mil. There we go. That's micro four thirds, or not. That's there. Whoa, wow, that's a great shot. That is main camera 1 inch. That is 1 inch at its best right there. You've got depth, you've got perfect sky, you got good color. You even see the details of the houses. So yeah, yeah. So anyway, and guys, with this thing, Okay, we'll just go. Let's just go here. Let's guys. We're comparing apples to freaking papaya. So let's go here to main, and let's go ahead and just I want you to look at the front of this main camera. It's just not crap. You can't even see the surface of it because it's so clean. So anyway, guys, you get what you pay for, and I think everybody on my channel knows it. And so what we want to do is we go through the weeds. And sometimes the newer drones, I'm learning this the hard way, that the newer drones that some of these companies are putting out, so they're saying, okay, the Potensic SE, okay, LT, the original Potensic, Atom, they all used a specific, I think, a 1/2.3 inch sensor. That's like a really old sensor from a long time ago, but it's actually, that was the one they stuck in the original Mavic, um, the Mavic Pro, way back in the day. And then they went to this their 1/2 inch, and I think DJI when they made the Mavic 2, the Air 2, Mavic Air 2, they put that 1/2 inch camera in there, and it wasn't very good. And then they took the Air 2 away, got rid of that. Okay, it was a good seller. And then they made the Air 2S, and the Air 2S has a 1 inch camera. And that drone, the Air 2S, has got everything if you can get an Air 2S on a fire sale, go get one. It's got an awesome camera. It's got 360, I think it's 360 obstacle avoidance, and it really works good. I flew it through trees, and go and look at my Air 2S video. I did one where you fly through trees and stuff. Freaking thing does a great job. It's got to have green leaves on it. It can't be sticks. So, all righty, guys. Oh, did I even show you this? Yeah. I'm talking about it, but you're not seeing it. Okay, this is the image I'm talking about. Okay, but so yeah, this is where the 1 inch camera. This is the money maker of the Air 2S. And once again, the Air 2S, Air 3S, and the Air 2S are the best of the Air series. If you want one of those, either one, Kai's got one. He's got it for sale. If you want to buy Kai's, he's thinking about putting it up. He hasn't put it up yet, but that is a great camera. It's a 1 inch with just great color balance. And if you throw an ND filter on here, you could even make it better. You could even make it better. Um, but not going to do that. Well, yeah, I'm going to do that. Of course, I'm going to buy an ND filter set. Actually, why am I going to buy one? Freewell, send me a freaking ND filter set, please, for my Air 3S. I'm begging you right now. Freewell, we need to do some Freewell filters on. I want Freewell because they're good. I also take them from BRDC. You guys did a good job with my filters. BRDC filters are good. What are the other ones I've had? I can't remember. Start RC? Start RC? No, I don't think they did one. They didn't do any. All right, guys. I think it's time to end it. We got a great stream today. We had a busy visit by the great Eddie Nunez today. On his vacation, getting ready to come home. And hopefully you guys got some new information that is helpful. Every time I run this stream on this channel, I am trying to make it helpful to you making decisions. Right now the big three guys, big three drones. Not going to change my mind. Big three. They're right back there. They're right above my finger right there. Okay. Flip, DJI Neo, and Air 3S. They are the kings of the sky right now. And I haven't flown hardly enough. I haven't flown the Flip enough. Okay, the Flip is still got to make some flights for me. Gonna still have some fun with the Flip. And we're going to have a lot more fun with the Air 3S. So we got to maybe do a little traveling with it this summer. I don't know how long I'm going to own it. I'm trying to getting ready for the Mavic 4 when it comes. The Mavic 4 is going to put a big hole in my wallet. Maybe that hole is going to be so deep that maybe Dad Random's going to have to go away forever. I don't know. go away with the a Mavic 4. Just, no. Alrighty, guys, have a great week. Wild captures Eddie Nunez going back East Coast in the house for us today. Back our DFPV. Should we? Let's see. Do I have? I don't think. Maybe I'll wait till next stream to do the fan. Let's see. I'm just looking to see if we got it to do some membership gifting. Yeah, that'll be next. It'll be next week. When we get into March, we'll give some memberships out. Um, um, yes, and you guys that are members can also gift members. So, yes, you can. It is just nice, gives you some perks, and it makes me really appreciate you a lot. It gives me definitely an idea that you're in it to win it. Okay. Let's see. Boy, I get questions for drones that I just, oh boy. I'm looking at a comment right now for a drone that I did a review for a long time ago, and I hated that drone. Oh gosh. Let's see. Signal GPS, no connecta. Yes. Garbage. I'm gonna tell you right there. Get yourself a Spectre Mini. Here, let's look at that really quick before we go. Okay, before I leave with you guys, I want to look at one. I'm curious about this right here. Okay. I'm gonna look at I want to see if they still have some of those for sale for you. They might not. It's one that's it's running its course. It's basically the DJI 4K. All right. Let's see. Yeah, a Spectre Mini right now is uh oh, you get a coupon, so it's 229. It's only gone up $10. So yeah. So this one right here is still kind of the king of it's 229 with the coupon. So if you buy this with the coupon, it's $229. This is really a good deal. If you're gonna get into a mini, this is gonna it's a DJI drone. Just put it that way. So, and I'll keep saying it every time I get on here. If you can't get a big expensive bird, get a flip. I think the flip is great. Okay, a DJI flip, but it's not as cheap as this. You get a $40 coupon if you buy this one. Okay, let's see what the DJI flip. It's not going to go down in price, guys. It's just it's too good. Um, oh, come on here. Why can't I do that here? Let's see. DJI flip. Oh, by the way, guys, you guys know. Let's see what the flip is. What's the best deal? Um, right now, 439 is as cheap as you're going to get flip. This is a flip with an N3 controller. So at 439, it's you're getting basically a Mini 3-ish drone, but you're getting a Mini 3 for less than a Mini 3. You can fly it with your controller, or you can fly it with your phone. It has those smart features where it can follow you. You don't, so anyway, it's got a lot of advantages. And then I always suggest, I love the RC2. If you have a RC2 already, you can fly it with the one you have. So, of course, the Neo is still the king of the budgets. I don't, I don't Let's see. This is pretty good here. Here's a multi-battery kit. This one comes with, I think, 2 batteries. I don't know if the drone has a battery in it. Does it say? Um, I bought the kit with 3 batteries. Neil, this does say 3 battery combo, so it has 2 extras and then the one on the drone. So for 289, guys, and then now if you already have an N3 controller, you can use it. Um, it will fly with all those, it can fly with the controller, the RC2. It'll fly with the FPV kit. So there's just so many things that you can do, expand into. So, all right, guys, I think it's time. I think it's time that we call it a day. I think we took care of everything we needed to take care of today. I really let's see. Let's go back to our live chat, and everybody's saying only 60-40. So a bunch of you guys don't think Kai should change. 60-40. So, but 60% are saying Kai, yeah, maybe we okay, let's say Kai, maybe you need to gussy it up a little bit. Okay. Okay. Just add something, just a little bit. Okay. Just something. Maybe, just something little. Maybe throw the cow on there. I think that's nice. Nice little, thing. But anyway, just having a little bit of fun with you, Kai, today. So hopefully you got the fun, and I'm excited to get on there next Tuesday and see what Kai has done with his new studio. So Kai has done a new studio, and we're excited for him and his next moves. So all right. All right, there we go. There's Tech Odyssey for you right there. All right. And all right, let's call it a day. Once again, thank you. And I would say the majority is saying Kai needs to do a little bit of a change, some kind of a change, something. Okay. Tom is coming in and we are going out. Tom, we are leaving. I started early today. I started at 3:30. I am now an hour and 23 minutes into the stream. Tom, you are so welcome to be here, but you can watch the replay. It's always available. And we did a lot, so don't miss the replay, is what I say. All right, I'm out of here. Have a good one. Take it easy and have a great weekend. Thank you for joining me today. And if you have not, thumbs up. We would greatly appreciate that thumb if you'd give us one. Goodbye.